Good morning, you guys, and welcome to Cup of Joe. I am your host, Jordy, and today I am joined with
Ian.
Yep, I hope you guys are having a good one. We are excited to be here with you guys today. We are going to be coming at you live all day long on PilotTV, the Pilot Player Connect apps, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and Twitch, both under the names Mega Soda.
Oh yeah, but we got some special locations to shout out that just got some Pilot TV installed in them, and it's VFW Coon Rapids, Woody's Bar and Grill, Harbor Bar and Restaurant, Frank's Bar, Broadway Bar, VFW Forest Lake, Neighbors Eatery and Saloon, Villa Bar and Grill, the 152 Club, Wild Bill Sports Saloon in Blaine, just to say a few.
Oh yeah, we have so many more and so many more yet to come and get those Pilot TVs, and so make sure you guys are staying up to date with what restaurants around you are getting those and making sure you guys are going out and checking them out. But there's a ton of jackpots today that you guys need to check out.
Oh,
because
that's for sure.
It starts off early, right on that Vikings bingo, just 10 minutes after we get off air. You guys are gonna want to be playing. $3,814 up for grabs if you hit it in 52 balls.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna be trying to give out that one. I mean, a giant jackpot, but we also got a good jackpot that's always available in the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition.
That's
because
right.
that minor, it starts off at 52 balls or less, and so it's always gonna be on our jackpot to watch list since it is so doable. But as soon as it clicks to 50 balls or $50,
Yep.
it's gonna be clicking up to 56 balls or less. So super doable jackpots all the time in that 25-cent edition of Jackpot Hunter.
Oh yeah, we're trying to give out as many mini jackpots as possible during that Jackpot Hunter 25-cent card edition. That money is going to be going straight to your iPad, so make sure you guys are playing. But we also have the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter that you guys need to be looking out for, because we got a mega of $131,480 with a 51 ball count. You guys definitely want to be there.
Oh, that sounds like an awesome jackpot, but you also want to be around for Mega Soda Game Night.
That's right.
Tonight, and it's not just a Mega Soda Game Night, it's a Tuxedo Tuesday, and we're going to be ending off that Mega Soda Game Night with some Jackpot Jungle action, where you can take home $11,438 if you win it in 54 balls or less.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know how like a Canadian tuxedo is all denim? I feel like we need to like have a cowboy tuxedo since we're both wearing all flannel.
Yeah, I feel like I'm down with it.
But we did have a winner yesterday taking home a jackpot, and it was PCK taking home $3,521 over at 10 High.
Ooh, yeah, that was a great jackpot I was able to give out just yesterday, as me and Ben were trying to give out some great jackpots, but that was that minor on the $1 Jackpot Hunter that we were able to give out. Now, we're all in search of that mega. I mean, 51 balls or less for over $100,000 should be super exciting.
Yeah, but we're going to be checking in Brooklyn Park to see what the weather's looking like today. And because it's going to be looking like it's going to be mainly cloudy with some snow showers around this morning, it's going to be a high of 21, but winds are going to be going south to southeast from 5 to 10 miles per hour. But the chance of snow is 90, and you guys are looking to be accumulating about less than an inch.
Yeah, that should be a really snowy winter day, heading into a really snowy winter night, because it's going to be cloudy skies early, followed with partial clearing, low of 11 degrees. Winds light and variable, only a 7% chance of snow though, so should be clearing up snow-wise.
Yeah, definitely. It's officially winter, to say the least. But talking about that Vikings bingo starting up just 10 minutes after we get off air, we've already talked about it, but it's going to be coming at you guys from 12 to 1, and you guys don't want to miss out because, like I said, we got a jackpot of $3,814 up for grabs.
Oh yeah, but we got some people that we are watching out for, and mainly it's the race that's happening in 4th and 3rd place.
Yes.
I mean, so close to each other, only 2,000 points separating the two. That's Nan in 4th place over at Corky's Bar South Haven, and SNS, who is in 3rd at the Shortstop Tavern.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited. They've been both out to play every day, and so I'm excited to see what can happen. But I do want to shout out Loser Dave in that 7th place spot for officially getting into the 200,000 point club. Super exciting to see. I knew that he was working towards that.
Oh yeah, but people are going to have to be chasing after the 300,000 point club, because that's where that #1 player, Not Lucky's at, already still accumulating more points in that club with 335,000 points.
Oh yeah, definitely kind of running away with it for this season. But hopping into these location standings, we now are looking at if there's any shakeups. Oh, there was a big shakeup at the top of our leaderboard.
Oh, yeah, there definitely was a big shakeup as VFW Spring Lake Park was able to take over the #1 spot and bump back Corner Bar in Goodhue, but still only 6,000 points separating those two top-tier locations.
Oh, yeah, they are neck and neck, and they seem to be passing it back and forth as they were just in a tie a couple days ago. But we'll see what can happen, and I know that Corner Bar Goodhue gets a lot of play as well as VFW Spring Lake Park, so.
Oh, yeah, well, flip-flop is just the name of the game for those two locations in that 600,000 point club, and they just keep on pushing themselves to higher heights as they're still having a over 200,000 point gap between them and the third place location. But we got some top-tier games to go over.
Oh, yeah, and first I want to talk to you guys about what we're listening to right now, and it is Let It Snow. It's a super fun E-Tab game. It's very fitting, but you get to see a couple of our founding fathers. It's a very fun game.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's a very different sound than I expected it to be. I don't know if I've ever clicked on it to just even listen to the sound. And so definitely some good stuff. Go try out Let It Snow. But if that's not your style, there's 50 different shareable E-Tab games. Play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. They also have awesome bonus and free play rounds that you can play as well.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of something for everyone with so many different themes to choose from. So go over and check out any of our fun E-Tab games and give them a try. But if you guys want to just stick to our regularly scheduled bingo, we've got that 25-cent card jackpot hunter coming at you from 1 to 4 like always. We got that mega at 25,000 in a 43 ball count. We got a major of $425 with a 48 ball count, and that minor just went out yesterday. It's going to be starting off the day with $8 in a 52 ball count.
Yeah, that minor goes out pretty much every day.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you could say that pretty much every time that we head into that 25-cent edition that it just went out. And so definitely play from 1 to 4. But also right at 4 p.m., that's the start of our happy hours. And we start off with some Lucky 4 bingo that you could take home $46,405 if you win it in, I think, 5 balls or less. And so it's really intense, super high pace, and you're going to be knowing if you're taking home that jackpot really quickly. But you also get your Lucky 4 numbers for your Jackpot Hunter $1 edition games during that game as well. That Jackpot Hunter $1 edition runs from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun, and we got a lot of money on the line in there. We got a mega that you guys definitely need to be out playing for, $131,480 on the line with a 41 ball count. You guys need to be there. We also have a major at $3,379 with a 48 ball count, as well as a minor at $768 if you hit it in 50 balls or less.
Ooh, that's some good prizes, but we got some good ties happening in our standings right now because these Jackpot Hunter standings just seem to be moving out of ties, moving into new ties, and just shifting the ties around because they just love their ties. Starting it off in in a 4-way tie in 9th place. It's Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord, Bobo at Corner Bar Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They're all in 9th place, all with 20,000 points. Just one of the many ties that are in these standings.
I know, and just last week we had Pee Wee breaking out of that 3-way tie in 6th place, but Lula Finn definitely didn't want to stick around with Jim Rocks. Now Jim Rocks is solely in 8th, and Lula Finn is back tied up with Pee Wee in 6th.
Oh yeah, but there's only 1,000 separating the 9th, 8th, and 6th place players, and so we'll be seeing any of the shakeups that can happen in these standings. But the #1 player in the 50,000 point club is Yags 370, just dominating these standings so far.
Oh yeah, but in these location side of things, we had a location that didn't get getting kicked out very lightly. So now they are back and better than ever, and a tie in 10th place. Titan Sports Saloon was kicked out not too long ago by Heidi's Bar in Sedan. Now both of them tied in 10th place with 40,000 points.
Well, dang, I was excited about not having any ties in the location standings, and then Titan Sports Saloon says, yep, I want to tie in these standings as well. Didn't like being kicked out, so good job, Titan Sports Saloon. But we also got some really tight races in these standings, as there's only a 1,000 point separation between American Legion Shakopee in 7th, Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards in 6th. They're 54,000 points. Then 1,000 points separating the #5 location, American Legion Rice, and the #4 location, Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. Only 2,000 points separating the #3 and #2 location. It is just really tight standings in the Jackpot Hunter standings. So make sure you guys are coming out from that 4 to 6 time.
Oh yeah, but the only person or the only location that's not neck and neck with the rest of these standings is our #1 location, Country Lounge. They have 8,000 points separating them from the second place location. So they are doing nicely and getting those points needed to maintain on top.
Oh yeah, but if you want to come out and win some giant amounts of cash, make sure you're playing a little bit of Skull Bingo, and you're gonna have a little bit of a limited chance for the Skull Bingo today because it runs from 6 all the way till 6:40, and then Mega Soda Game Night happens. Then after Mega Soda Game Night, you got some more Skull Bingo, and those jackpots are looking great. You got a cover all of $30,045. You can win in 50 balls or less. A large frame of $8,557, 43 balls or less. And then a line prize that goes out pretty much every single day that you can take home $147 in 10 balls or less. So make sure you're playing that Skull Bingo when you got those opportunities.
Oh yeah, and speaking of that Mega Soda Game Night tonight, you guys won't want to miss out on that as well because there's going to be a ton of fun tournament style games for you guys. Nikki and Tony will be coming at you, throwing out a little bit of extra luck, and you guys will be trying to win that jackpot jungle coverall of $11,438 at the end of the night if you guys can hit it in 54 balls.
Oh yeah, well, the quick turnaround is quick once again as we get right into a Wild Wednesday the very next day.
Yep.
And that happens 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. Lots of PGL action just like Mega Soda Game Night, but you also get a 25-cent edition of Jackpot Jungle that you could take home $8,162 in as long as you win it in 52 balls or less.
Yeah, and speaking of a quick turnaround, the next Vikings game day is actually going to be Thursday night as well. And so you're going to have back-to-back-to-back PGL action every single night this week. Well, pretty much every single night this week until Thursday. But it'll be a ton of fun, and they will be playing the Steelers.
Oh, yeah, should be a really exciting game. Steelers coming off a big win. Vikings needing a big win. And so we'll see. Can our Vikings get the victory? We'll be supporting them all Thursday long.
Oh yeah, super fun. So if you plan on showing up on any of those 3 PGL days, make sure you guys are going over to pgl.world to sign up and become a member of the Pilot Gambling League. Because once you're signed up, you'll get access to insider information such as a monthly newsletter and a lot of other great stuff chimed in with that. But that's how you guys will need to earn those PGL points, so make sure you have that account before these nights kick off.
Oh yeah, and these players, they did just get signed up, and we got TFSM, 37, Dastar, Lyric, Goffs, and Reggie all getting signed up at PGL.world. Now they can use that sign up to sign into the Player Connect app.
That's right.
Where they can check in on streams, they can message in on those streams, and they can do one other really fun thing.
Oh yeah, you can go over and select that sports league and click and choose your 5 squares for the Vikings versus Steelers game before this Thursday, December 9th. Points will be awarded for the in-play first, second, third, and fourth quarters. Play for free in that Player Connect app and earn PGL points if you win.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We actually had this girl who take home some PGL points just last week, taking home 2,000 PGL points, selecting those right e-tip boards. I mean,
I really have you and your dad to thank. I really just went off of your guys' strategy, and it just worked in my favor.
You really ruined it for me to call you selfish for picking all the good squares.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. See, I didn't pick those out. It was all her.
Well, he just picked the wrong corner, okay?
No, I picked out the squares that would help you guys pick the right squares, and
it seemed to work in my favor.
Well, I guess it did. But we got the PGL standings where these players have really accumulated these PGL points, and we're going to be watching out for some big shakeups as there's a lot of players that are in the 1,500,000 point area.
Yeah, there are quite a few. There are like 3 or 4 of them that just are neck and neck with each other that really all want it as bad as the other one does.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got SpongeBob, who was formerly in first place not too long ago, has been all the way bumped back to 5th place with 1,524,000 points. You have big-time player Forget You D at VFW Austin in 4th place with 1,533,000 points. And then with 1,565,000 points in 3rd place, you got High Rising Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill. I mean, when you talk about a star-studded trio, that's about as star-studded as it gets.
I mean, even T-Max 750, only about 80,000 points separating them and Brizo, and I know that Brizo typically gets a lot of points when he comes out to play.
Oh yeah, so we're going to be watching out on this Mega Soda game night, seeing if any of these top-tier players can take home some big wins to shake up these standings.
Oh yeah, and I'm looking to see if we can even have some of our people that got kicked out last week come back in.
Oh yeah.
I'm very excited. There's quite a few people right outside of getting into these standings, and so I know everyone wants to get on this list.
Yeah, but speaking of right outside the standings, you got Devoided, who's right outside the 2 million point club in first place. We'll be
Killing
seeing
it.
if he can get into that 2 million point club tonight.
I
I'm
think
expecting
so.
it by the end of that Thursday broadcast. He's for sure going to be in there.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
going to have to just not show up if he didn't want to get into that 2 million
I
point
was
club.
going to say, if he shows up, he's getting in that 2 million point club.
Okay, but we're going to be watching out for it all week long. But these location standings have been crazy as well, as we had one of the #1 locations in the entire standings, formerly in first place, now knocked out of the top 10. Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids has been replaced with another big-time location, VFW Austin.
Oh, yeah, taking that 10th place spot. Now they are just right outside that 4 million point club. It really shows that you need to have enough play if you want to stay in these standings. You cannot get too comfortable.
Oh, yeah, and proving that even if you're in a different club than other locations, you can still make a meteoric rise, as Beck's Pub and Becker on that game day absolutely smashed it out of the park, moving all the way from in the 4 million point club in 5th place all the way to 3rd place in the 5 million point club.
I know.
mean, some
pushback, not only Cabin Bar, but Moose Lodgeway Park as well. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, top tier play right there. But we got a lot of locations that are closing in on getting into that 5 million point club.
Oh, yeah.
But even Neighborhood Tavern could be in the 6 million point club by the end of this week.
Yeah, so if you guys have a specific location you guys want to watch and make sure that they're getting the points they need, go out to those locations on these PGL nights and make sure you're helping out where you can. Do you have a specific player or location you're watching this week?
Ooh, I'm going to be watching out for Forget You D. Has had a really good week, but has even been bumped back throughout that span and is really close to that number 3rd player and number 2 player. I expect some big movement for him over these next 3 PGL nights.
I actually have my eye on Wet Santa in 8th place because they came out from outside of these standings, kicked out like 3 different players last week. They have been absolutely killing it, so I'm seeing if they can come out and keep up the energy.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely some big shakeups waiting to happen. But in the location sides of thing, I say I got to keep my eye out on Beck's Pub and Becker.
Yeah.
I mean, moved from 5th all the way to 3rd just in one PGL night, and looks to probably do it again, as they are 3,000 points behind the number 2 location, which, I mean, super close race between everybody in the 5 million point club. And so big shakeups waiting to happen for all these locations.
Yeah, but with Beck's Pub, I mean, they got the play, but you don't know if that's going to be consistent.
Yes.
That could have been just like they had a special going on and they had a bunch of people
they've been
come
in our
out.
top 10 for pretty much all season long. So, I mean, they are top tier location. It's just, can they repeat that same meteoric rise again in this game?
Yeah, see, like Cabin Bar has that consistent play that they're known for. And so they might be able to swipe back that 3rd place spot.
Yeah, it could be some big time stuff. But if you want to be in the know of all that big time stuff, you got to follow our Facebook page. Search up Pilot Games and you'll be able to see our logo. That way you'll see weekly bingo schedules, event details, and reminders, big progressives, player picks, and so much more, including a website link on our Facebook to see our link tree with links to our bar locations, other socials, and so much more on that as well. So definitely just go to the hub of our information, our Facebook page.
Oh yeah, definitely want to be informed with everything that goes on that Facebook page. It's a great way to contact us, as well as send in all of your amazing player pictures that you guys take while you're having fun.
Oh yeah.
But now we come to the most important part of the broadcast, where we share a special location that helps us do what we do with you guys, and it is our charity spotlight. So today we want to showcase the Governor's Performing Arts Association M. Peters. The Governor's Drum and Bugle Corps is a competitive performing arts organization from St. Peters, Minnesota. The Corps has entertained crowds from across the country since 1927 as the oldest continuous competing drum and bugle corps in North America.
I think that's absolutely amazing that we are helping support the oldest drum and bugle corps in North America, not even the United States, in the entirety of North America.
Yeah.
Like, that is a huge accomplishment. So definitely head over to Patrick's on 3rd to support this great charity that, I mean, love band, love music. And so definitely a great charity to go and support. And we already, I chucked some luck out to Patrick's on 3rd yesterday. So hopefully they can use that luck to get some big wins today.
Oh yeah, so make sure you guys are going out and showing some support at that location. But guys, remember, we got an awesome jackpot coming up just in a few minutes for you guys. Stick around, play some Vikings bingo coming at you from 12 to 1. You got a jackpot of $3,814 up for grabs. You won't want to miss out on it.
Oh yeah, and I'm going to be there to try and give it out. So when you play Pilot Games, your community wins. We'll see ya. Hey guys, and we love PGL action, and during this time of the year, we get 3 different opportunities for it.
We do. This week, we actually get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back to back to back. It's going to be a huge week all week long in PGL. Let's kick it off right away with these player standings.
Oh yeah, and I'm expecting some shakeups to be happening in these standings this week. In 10th place, though, we got Gramps at Gino's Bar and Grill with 1,025,000 points. With 1,034,000 points, in 9th place, we got Drumsky over at Mettler's Bar and Restaurant. In 8th place, we got none other than Wet Santa at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 1,083,000 points. 7th place, Nixon at VFW Roseville with 1,254,000 points. With 1,272,000 points in 6th place, we have Sloppy with at Malone's Bar and Grill. 5th place, it's none other than our favorite pilot player under the sea. It's SpongeBob at Eagle St. James with 1,524,000 points. Then over at VFW Austin, it's a player that we definitely know a lot about. It's Forget You D in 4th place with 1,533,000 points. But the big riser, and it's in his name, in 3rd place, it's High Horizon Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill in 3rd with 1,565,000 points. 2nd place, it's none other than T-Max 750 over at Howie's Corner Bar with 1,643,000 points. But then that number 1 player has stayed on top pretty much the entire season, has had a few slip-ups, but is here once again. It's Devoided at the roadside, all the way with 1,975,000 points. I bet he's in the 2 million point club when we finish up this week.
I would guess so. It would actually be that I think that he didn't show up to not be in the 2 million point club. Always reeling in that amount of points for sure. Well, on the location side of things, kind of big news falling out of our top 10, I believe for the first time in the entire season. Actually was in first place for most of the first month of the season. That's Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids, no longer in our top 10. Who jumped in? No surprise here. VFW Austin now in our top 10 in 10th place. Always got those big-time players like Forget You D and Sarah Honey over there playing. They've got 3,911,000 points. But then we jump into the 4 million point club in 9th place at the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato, 4,066,000 points. With 4,178,000 points over in Lanesboro, it's Root River Saloon in 8th place. In 7th place, we got Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 4,490,000 points. But with 4,841,000 points over in Gaylord, it's Neeson's in 6th place. 5th place, falling back 1 spot, was in 4th, falling back to 5th place. It's Moose Lodge Waite Park in St. Cloud with 4,953,000 points. Inching real close to getting into that 5 million point club. Now we do jump into that 5 million point club with 5,117,000 points in Nicolette. It's Cabin Bar in 4th place, also falling back 1 spot. Well, who was the big riser that jumped up 2 spots from 5th all the way to 3rd? It's Beck's Pub in Becker, 5,278,000 points. Well, while we were doing the game day broadcast, you and I talked, wow, Beck's Pub getting a lot of wins, so we kind of saw this coming.
I mean, we were reading off their name every other game, it felt like, just because of how many players were winning at that location.
Yeah, it was a hot location in that, well, at least somebody was hot on that Lions versus Vikings game.
Yeah.
In 2nd place, we got VFW Northfield with 5,542,000 points. With 5,770,000 points over in Effie, it's Neighborhood Tavern, our #1 location in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, well, make sure you guys are coming out to all 3 PGL nights this week, as it is going to be a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night, and a Thursday night, and they're all going to be PGL fun-filled, and so make sure you're coming out and having a lot of fun.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
Hey guys, and we love playing Jackpot Hunter from 4 to 6 every single day. I mean, we love all the Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition all the way to the $1 edition, but $1 edition definitely has a special place in our hearts because we keep track of those points and we keep track of a great top 10 player list that have been competing all season long.
Yeah, well, you know, the way these seasons usually go at the beginning of the season, there's a ton of ties, and then it kind of weeds out, and there's not very many ties by the time you get into December. Not true this time around. Season X has been absolutely insane in this Jackpot Hunter standings. In 9th place, we've got a 4-way tie. We got Legend, Michelob over at Neeson's Gaylord, Bobo over at Corner Bar Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all got 20,000 points. We do jump out of the ties for a second. With 21,000 points at American Legion Stillwater, it's Jim Rocks in 8th place. Jim Rocks, I think, is singing, "I'm so lonely." But he could just win a game and jump back into another tie because in 6th place, we've got a 2-way tie. It's Lula Finn at American Legion Shakopee and Pee Wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale. They both have 22,000 points.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, the top 5, there isn't a single tie. So
That is true.
so that is a good thing.
That's right. You know, we have finished seasons with ties in this standings.
Yes.
That is true. So in 5th place, we jump into the 25,000 point club because with 27,000 points over at Country Lounge, it's Spicy Curtis with a J in 5th place. 4th place, 1 away at American Legion Rice with 30,000 points. But what are they 1 away from? Well, they're 1 away from 3rd place with Wolfstein in it. It's Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards' own Wolfstein with 31,000 points. Then with 33,000 points over at the Corner Bar Goodhue, Bowl sits in 2nd place. But then you take a significant jump up to find this next player. It's actually 17,000 points. We get out of the 25,000 point club into the 50,000 point club. Actually, the only player to ever be in the 50,000 point club, and he's in it for his 2nd season in a row. Our number 1 player in the state of Minnesota, Yags 370, playing at the House of Pizza in Sartell with exactly 50,000 points.
Oh yeah, some really dominant play by Yags 370. Just keeps on accumulating to his lead, and I mean, first player to ever get into the 50,000 point club last season. Now has done it once again.
Do you think that Jackpot Hunter trophy will ever leave the Yags house? It was a co-champion household in season 8.
Hey guys, and welcome to a little bit of Vikings Bingo, where we're gonna be trying to give out $3,868 on this broadcast right here.
Let's get her done. We're broadcasting live on the Pilot TV, the Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and on the Twitch app. Our channel name on both is Megasoda.
Yeah, so make sure you're checking in on those streams. Let us know what's happening, what you're eating at your bar, what jackpot you're going after, so that we can cheer you out some luck and hopefully can make that a big win for you guys. But we got some TVs that just got installed at some pilot locations and some really good locations, to say the least.
Absolutely.
We got VFW Coon Rapids, Woody's Bar and Grill, Harbor Bar and Restaurant, Frank's Bar, Broadway Bar, VFW Forest Lake, Neighbors Eatery and Saloon, Villa Bar and Grill, the 152 Club, just to say a couple of them.
Yeah, like Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Blaine, Ditto's Bar, Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, Clay's, Wild Bill's Sports Saloon in Woodbury, Neighbors on the Rum, Sleepy Eye, Silversman's Club, and Big Ten Tavern.
Yeah, all some really, really great locations. But we had some really great jackpots go out this last week. We have 19 jackpots on the rolling week, 388 for Season X.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a fun season so far. We had a big-time jackpot go out, but before we get into that,
we got a line prize going out to a couple players, VFW Law and Steve. VFW Law is at VFW Spring Lake Park, and Steve is at our place on 3rd.
Big win for VFW Spring Lake Park as well as VFW Law, since they're our number 1 location in the Twiking Zone standings. Steve just doing Steve stuff. But we got a big jackpot going out yesterday during the happy hour out to PCK over at 10 High, getting $3,521.
Hey, that is a pretty good jackpot right there that me and Ben were able to give out. It was that Jackpot Hunter Minor in the $1 edition, but I don't even think people were going after that Jackpot Hunter minor. Like, they were having their eyes on that mega now.
Yeah, that mega is huge. Over $131,000 at 51 balls. It's primed and ready to go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just it would have went out with me and Jordy last Friday if it wasn't for that it hadn't clicked up to $130,000 yet.
Right.
Because we gave out both the minor and the major right at 51 balls. But it was while the mega was still only at 49 balls.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. So that's how easily it can get done. I know I was having a great time while you guys were on the broadcast. I was mingling with the studio audience, hanging out with them, and they were all excited about that mega.
They definitely are. But if you want to be in the know of all things Pilot, so you can know when we're going after that mega or any information that you need to know, go to our hub of our information, Facebook. Search up Pilot Games. You'll be able to see our logo. That way, then you can see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, and so much more.
Look at there. It's Scrub Eye over at VFW. Blaine getting that large M. We did move past that jackpot. That means it's going to grow and roll to game number 2. We got a must go of $9.
Yeah, nice $9 coverall that we got a couple players one ball away. We'll see if we can give this out nice and early or if it's going to be a big split. But let's see. It's just a two-way split. It looks like. Yeah, it's Mom and Bobo, just splitting it. Bobo at Corner Bar in Goodhue and Mama over at VFW North St. Paul.
Does that make it Mama?
Mamba
with the extra
Jamba?
A? Yeah, I don't know. Congratulations to our winners. That means we're getting enrolled in game number 2 of the broadcast. Give us a like and a follow on our Facebook page. Search Pilot Games.
Yeah, we talked about that, but I didn't talk about the link tree that's on our Facebook page.
The way you had scrolled up, I thought that's where we were at. So click the website link on Facebook to see that link tree with links to bar locations, other socials, and so much more. You're definitely going to want to climb that tree.
Oh, yeah. I think you're still a little confused on what that whole link tree is.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I don't know how to get it through your thick skull now.
Wow, things just turned violent. I don't expect that when I'm not on the Cup of Joe.
Yeah, when you're not. I mean, yeah, she's got. Well, I just came off the show, and so
you're all riled up.
Yeah,
the bright lights.
You know, she's always just poking at all the buttons, and so I'm a little fired up today for this Vikings.
Either leave crying or just mad.
Or yeah. Today it's mad.
Yeah.
No, great Cup of Joe broadcast. We went over all the great bingo that we have today, but we'll go over a little bit about it right here in this broadcast. But we got Vikings bingo from 12 all the way to 1. We're going after this jackpot that's available right in front of you guys. Mm-hmm. But after that, we got Jackpot Hunter 25-cent edition that runs from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock. And there's multiple great jackpots in that as well, especially that minor now that we've changed the rules for it.
Yeah, that minor goes out, seems like every day. It always starts off at least at minimum at 52 balls. It rolls up, and it goes, every $50 increment, it goes up 4 ball counts. Yeah. So it goes to 52 to 56 to 60. So you're going to get a good minor jackpot on that every time. So that's super fun. But then right at 4 o'clock, we're now calling that 4 at 4. That's the Lucky 4 bingo is going to be kicking in. It's over $46,000, and if you're super lucky and you get the win on that, you're going to have really nice walk around cash. But we got a player checking in on us. It's Kelly 198383 saying, "Hi, how do I play games?" Well, Kelly, if you're in the state of Minnesota, you go over to any of our great pilot locations. You can find those pilot locations by going to our Facebook page, clicking on that link tree, and just looking up any of our pages or messages on that Facebook as well.
Oh yeah, we have fun PCS games that are always running as well.
That's
so
true.
If you are not in the state of Minnesota, you can always download our Player Connect app.
Yep.
I'm not sure exactly.
Is that how she messages with the Player Connect app, or how'd she message us? Oh, on Twitch. So, yeah, you could download our Player Connect app.
Yeah, and then you can play PCS games. There's not money involved in it, but it's some fun little games.
Yeah, super fun. And, that Player Connect app, you can find it on, I don't know if you use Android or your Apple. So you can find it at the Apple Store or at the Google Play Store.
Yeah, so definitely go check those ones out. Just like we are checking out our live bingo that we're going through right today. And you already talked about the happy hour.
I just don't want to be remiss. I don't know what Kelly's out there doing, but we want to give her some love. luck for whatever she's out there
doing. Doesn't matter where you're at, Cal. You checked in, and so here's a little bit of luck going out to you. There's that luck, and hopefully you can use it in whatever endeavor you go about in your day.
That's right.
But we were talking about our happy hours, and we got Jackpot Hunter that runs from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock. It's the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter, but we got a line prize going out.
Yeah, big-time player at a big-time location making big-time moves. At the line prize of $5 going out to Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park.
Yeah, now we're going after this large M of $5, but we were talking about the great jackpots that are available in the $1 edition of Jackpot Hunter.
Yeah, that mega sitting at $131,480 and at 51 balls, super doable. That major is sitting at $3,379. It's at 48 balls, a little harder to do, but you're going to see that keep on clicking up once it gets over $4,500. That minor's already, again, even though it went out last night, already at $768 and at 50 balls. When it clicks over 1,000, of course, it goes to 52.
And always, whenever that mega is as large as it is, a lot of people play, and so that minor tends to grow very quickly.
Absolutely.
And so we start racking out, just giving out the minors, a lot of them. And so definitely worth your time to come out from 4 all the way till 6.
Absolutely, but it won't end there. At 6 o'clock, from 6 to 6:40, we're going to have some Skol bingo.
Oh, yeah, and if that's not enough for you, then you can just stick around for Megasoda Game Night, and right after Megasoda Game Night, we start up some more Skol bingo. So we need as much Skol bingo play as we possibly can because our game day is just right around the corner.
Oh, yeah, we're looking for a super great game day. It's just coming up on Thursday night because we're doing back-to-back-to-back huge PGL nights.
Oh, yeah, but definitely make sure you're coming out tonight as we got the bedazzled mics of Tony and Nikki coming to you guys, trying to give out lots of cash, just like a Jackpot Jungle jackpot that you could take home $11,438 in if you win it in 54 balls or less.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder, probably because they're in their tuxedo T-shirts, because it is a tuxedo special Tuesday, that they probably won't be wearing their Hall of Fame turquoise jackets, but they're always in the bedazzled mics.
Oh, yeah. Well, can you get a turquoise tuxedo?
That would be beautiful. It kind of makes me think of the Dumb and Dumber tuxedo, which
just a little bit
brilliant.
I mean, stylish.
Yeah. Well, maybe Tony could be in the blue one and Nikki could be in the orange one, or vice versa.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. I think of Nikki as an orange gal. I feel like she could really pull it off.
Yeah.
But we got Not Lucky getting a win on both the coverall and the large M, but also split that large M with Bobo. All those wins going out to Corner Bar and Goodhue.
Yeah, nice for Corner Bar and Goodhue, except for they did not get Bobo's, right? Oh, no, they did.
Yeah, no, Bobo.
I thought I saw a different location in that, but it's not. It's just my eye. Oh, no, there it is.
Steve. I missed Steve.
There's so many players on that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Steve was on that list as well over at our place on 3rd.
Steve out there doing Steve stuff.
Yeah, just sneaky Steve. But good job of getting that win. But you talked about Megasoda Game Night.
Yes.
All the great stuff that we got happening in Megasoda Game Night, including Tony and Nikki. But we got also a Wild Wednesday that happens every single Wednesday, and that actually is me and John out here trying to give out as much cash.
You get enough of us.
Yeah, 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. So make sure you come out. Jackpot Jungle, 25-cent edition of Jackpot Jungle. You can take home $8,162 if you win it in 52 balls or less.
Yeah, no, it's going to be super fun. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe we're backing up the biggest gaming night in the state of Minnesota tonight with a Wild Wednesday. And then Thursday, we're coming right back at you because our Vikings are taking on the Steelers in the Thursday night game. That kickoff is at 7:20, so that means we're going to be coming in at 6:50. That's right, it's a half hour before kickoff, just like it is before every Vikings game, and we're going to bring all that football-themed, Vikings-themed greatness, and it's PGL. It's like a PGL marathon for 3 days.
Oh, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Give us a nice long weekend to enjoy. We usually have to work on Sundays, and so we'll get a Saturday and Sunday off, but we get a lot of PGL fun in the middle of the week. Right. Just going to make our week fly by.
It is.
But we got some great national days to go over, and this one is definitely maybe not a great one, but one that is definitely worth remembering.
Yes.
It's National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Honors all all those who lost their lives when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941. More than 3,500 Americans lost their lives or were wounded on that solemn day. As a result, the attack forced the U.S. into war that had been raging for 2 years.
Yes, World War II. We finally got involved after Japan attacked us. But, we thank all of you for all your service that were in World War II. If you lost a loved one or, any way were affected by Pearl Harbor, we thank you and your family for your service and your just keeping, those folks in the services, they fight to give us the freedoms that we actually have today.
Oh, yeah, definitely a great day to remember some people putting the ultimate risk on the line. And so thank you. And we got some more great national days to go over.
Yeah, and if anyone had to endure the movie Pearl Harbor with Ben Affleck, then they get some extra love as well.
I hear a lot of hate for that movie, but when I watched it as a kid, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's not quite as bad as all the hate for it.
I feel like the hate is definitely way higher than actually how bad it is. It's a pretty bad movie, but it can't be as bad. I mean, I may just have bad memory of like what my sophomore brain thought was a good movie in my sophomore year of high school. But like, I feel like if I watched it now, I'd be like, oh, it's not that bad. But then I just see everywhere on the internet people just
hate on it,
slandering that movie.
It's kind of one of those things that's bad, but it's probably not as bad as the hate. So if you watched it after you think of the hate, like, you won't think it's that bad.
I think it's probably quite comical. Well, we got a line prize going out.
Yeah, it's out to Tom over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Spring Lake Park, look out for that VFW over there. They are on a hot streak. $6 line prize going out to them. We got a $6 large M on the way here, but it's also National Illinois Day. We know Tuesdays always bring those state national days, and today we're celebrating Illinois. When farmers began to settle on the Illinois prairie, they found the thick soil challenging to sow. One Vermont blacksmith made the work easier with the invention of the steel plow that cut sod more efficiently, than previous tools. John Deere plow was born.
Wow, hey, that's pretty cool. So that Vermont blacksmith was John Deere, then.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Well, now John Deere is everywhere. If you've ever lived in anywhere that is a small town or with farmland, you know what John Deere is.
Oh, yeah, or if you're a country music fan, like John Deere Green.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things. So, yeah, happy Illinois Day.
Right, absolutely.
Well, this one I always circle down on my calendar, and because it's a tasty one, we got a National Cotton Candy Day. Before I talk about all the spun sugar treat, we got a large M.
Steve is unstoppable today. Steve over at our place on 3rd in Faribault getting that large M, and now we're working on this jackpot. But just right here, it's got to happen.
Not quite. We're moving on to a $9 Musco coverall on this one. But we got Bobo, Steve, and Puts all 3 balls away. We'll see who can take this one home. But we're talking about cotton candy. Originally spun sugar, cotton candy is still a staple at carnivals, fairs, and the circus. While it may be reminiscent of childhood days, fairy floss also reminds us of fluffy clouds, since the heated sugar gets spun into thin strands of fine sugar and blown into fat puff swirled onto paper sticks. It's a bit like magic.
It is a little bit like magic. We got Bobo, speaking of magic, Bobo and Scrub Eye splitting that Musco $9 coverall. Bobo playing at Corner Barn, Goodhue, Scrub Eye at VFW, Blaine. Nicely done, guys. That means we're getting enrolled in game number 4.
Wow,
quad game.
Already game number 4, and we've just watched some top-tier locations just going back and forth out of VFW Spring Lake Park and Corner Barn Goodhue. Seem to just be the constant location names that I see popping up in these wins.
Well, those are the 2 top locations in the state of Minnesota. They're battling it out, seeing who's going to be that number 1 location. We see the finish line in our sights. It's December, so, I mean, everything is on the line right now, and the top dogs come out to play. You know what? If you're not the lead dog, the view's always the same. You better get after it. I don't know. I'm going into, Jesse Ventura, a professional wrestler.
Yes.
He was elected to governor in the state of Minnesota.
Okay.
So I know my people. I'm just playing into it.
You're just letting them know.
Yeah.
Well, we got 2 minutes to get enrolled in this next game, so make it you're bringing all the spunk that John's bringing to the broadcast into this next game and try and take home a nice big jackpot.
We're going to have to get everyone in the office involved in this next day. It's not just a national day, it's a world day. It's World Trick Shot Day. So the world famous Harlem Globetrotters, the originators of the trick shot, bring the celebration to give enthusiasts a chance to showcase their most impressive shots. Like the Harlem Globetrotters, this day celebrates the trick shot. Every opportunity should be taken to capture your best trick shot. Demonstrate every twist, jump, and flip. Trick shots are not only entertaining, they are also inspiring. Gravity-defying feats of physics take trick shots to the next level. Be sure to share yours.
Oh yeah, love trick shots. They're super fun, and especially I was a child when the whole Dude Perfect craze came around.
Yeah.
You remember Dude
Oh, yeah.
Perfect
Oh,
and
yeah.
all the crazy trick shots that they would pull out of their hats, and they'd have guest celebrities that could like throw frisbees and stuff like that, and then they'd do more crazy trick shots with that, and but just all of that made me one of those people that just loved the whole trick shot phase and figuring out ways to make it even more complicated than it ever had to be, and it's always a lot of fun. So maybe
We're going to have to take some trick shots here at the mothership.
oh yeah, I'm going to crumple up quite a few pieces of paper today.
All right, we'll video it. Maybe we can get Amelia to post it on the socials.
One of my best recent trick shots, though, has been one where I threw a pen at you.
And it landed right in my pocket.
Yeah. I was totally not on purpose. I was just trying to send a video to my little cousin of me throwing a pen and hitting her uncle in the face, and I
missed
thought,
the face, and it went right in the pocket.
right into the pocket. Was hilarious and is my best trick shot that I've done in recent years. And
Yeah,
so
nice.
I think it was pretty cool though.
That's pretty impressive. If you would have been intending to throw it in my pocket, it would have been even more impressive.
Oh yeah, definitely way more impressive that way. But the chance of luck, I mean, it ended up working out for both of us.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted a pen to my face. But thank you. $8 line, $8 large M, and a $3,946 jackpot on the line here in the quad game of the broadcast. We are rolling through this Vikings bingo lunchtime, but we love our partnership with the Twins. Unfortunately, the owners have locked the players out, and so we're waiting on seeing how that's going to all play out.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to end up working out, but if you want to shoot some luck to our Twins and our Twins players, play Twins Win today wherever you're playing Pilot games at.
Yeah, for sure. We love that partnership with them in that game. We got Kevin over there at VFW. Kevin at Coon Rapids getting that line prize. Now we're working on this $8 large M.
Oh, yeah. Well, we talked about Twins, and we're playing Vikings, and you mash that together, and you get the Twiking Zone.
I never know what's going to happen.
And I never know what's going to happen in this Twiking Zone. And to get us started off, we got in 10th place Kick It over at Bleachers with 142,000 points. With 166,000 points in 9th place, we got Joni at VFW North St. Paul. 8th place, it's Puts at the Red Fox Tavern with 185,000 points. Last player outside of the 200,000 point club. In the 200,000 point club in 7th place, we got Loser Dave of VFW Spring Lake Park getting wins today and already has 103,000 points.
Yeah, first time. Today's the inaugural viewing of Loser Dave in the 200,000 point club.
And dang, does it look good on you. But in 6th place, we got Elsa over at Titan Sports Saloon with 219,000 points. With 224,000 points in 5th place, we got Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley. 4th place, it's Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 254,000 points. With 256,000 points, very close to Nan, is SNS at the Shortstop Tavern in 3rd place.
Mama over at VFW North St. Paul getting that large M. We did move past that jackpot here in the quad game. Means it's rolling to the unmentionable game. We got a $12 Musco.
Oh, yeah, and there's Bobo over at Corner Bar and Goodhue getting the win of $12 on that must-go coverall.
Well, congratulations to our winners through the first 4 games of the broadcast. We're about to get getting enrolled in the game number 5.
And before we start, I do my big yelling match. We got top 2 players to go over. It's Lucky Tim in second place at American Legion Shakopee with 269,000 points, but with 335,000 points. That's right in that 300,000 point club. In first place, it's not Lucky at Corner Bar and Goodhue.
Nicely done.
And we're getting into a hump game on a Tuesday. Nothing bigger than hump game on Tuesday.
I brought out the bare hands there.
Whoa!
I haven't seen those in a while.
Yeah, the bare hands. I thought they got put into retirement, but since it's winter season again,
That's right.
I feel like bare hands are a wintertime thing.
Exactly. It's in the spring and then the summer, the bare hands kind of stay back a little bit. When bears hibernate, the bare hands come out.
Exactly.
Yes.
You need to be showing the love for the bare hands.
That's right. That's
right.
yeah,
definitely some good stuff. But we got some good stuff happening in our location standings in the Twiking zone.
In 10th place, we got Hog's Breath Bar and Restaurant in Little Canada with 224,000 points. With 255,000 points over in La Crescent, it's Miniger's Sports Hub in 9th place. 8th place, it is our reigning champions, Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale with 273,000 points. With 283,000 points, over in La Center, it's Lakefront Bar in 7th place. We're going to jump out of the 200,000 point club. Where are we going? 300,000 point club. In 6th place, we got American Legion Friendly with 375,000 points. With 393,000 points over in Mapleview, it's Mapleview Lounge in 5th place. We're going to jump back out of that 300,000 point club because where are we going? We're heading to the 400,000 point club. 4th place, we got Carbone's Pizzeria and Pub in Oak Park Heights with 403,000 points.
And you may think that question is kind of redundant about like, oh, where are we going? Like, and it's just the 1 point class above, but it's not. There's a reason why you do it, because when you go and move in from this 400,000 point class, you actually don't go into the 500,000 point class.
No, you don't. Spoiler alert. 427,000 points over in South Haven. Corky's Bar.
Oh, I thought you already went over Corky's Bar South Haven. Oops.
No, Corky's Bar South
good job.
Haven in third place. Yeah. But yeah, Ian's already let the cat out of the bag. So we're not going in the 500,000 point club. We're going into the 600,000 point club. And we got a little switcheroo, slapperoo in second place. It's Corner Bar Goodhue now in second place with 637,000 points. Both, like you said, Corner Bar and Goodhue and VFW Spring Lake Park, they've been out in droves today getting after it. But our number 1 location currently today, we're in second place yesterday, now in first. With 643,000 points over in Spring Lake Park, it's the VFW, our number 1 location.
Yeah, they just seem to go back and forth at it over at Corner Bar and Goodhue and VFW Spring Lake Park. It's funny enough that they're just so far ahead of the rest of the locations, but they just can't separate from each other.
Oh, I know it. And then Corner Bar and Goodhue's also in our location standings, in the Jackpot Hunter standings, right up near the top as well.
Yeah,
so,
it's been Corner Bar and Goodhue's season so far in this season X. But you should make it your season by playing one of our favorite E-Tab games, Let It Snow. Let It Snow some money, I guess, and play with some of our favorite historical figures like Benjamin Franklin. If you've heard a little bit of the ambient noise that happens, it's actually Benjamin Franklin getting pelted in the face with some money, and so it's a fun game, and definitely go check it out.
He used to electrocute himself for fun, so it's all right.
Yeah, it's all in the for the sake of science.
That's right. We got a $7 line, $7 large M, and a $3,985 jackpot on the line here in the hump game of the broadcast. And there we go.
Jama over at Jama 529 over at Pappy's of Andover, getting that line prize win.
Nicely done. That means we're working on this large M, and yeah, that's a super fun game. When I've been testing it, I've won a bunch of non-real money playing Let It Snow. So maybe you can win some real money.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Yeah. So, but all of our pilot games, the over 50 of them, you can win huge prizes at any time, up to $1,500. It's always 85% payout. All games have small bets, 50 cents to $5. Awesome bonus and free play rounds. So they all work. It's just, what flavor do you like?
Oh yeah, definitely some good stuff on those e-tabs. But you also, if you want to be competing in the next 3 nights, this Megasota game night, this Wild Wednesday, and the Vikings game day, you got to sign up at PGL.world to become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has so much great information in it.
Absolutely. You want to be a part of the family. We got some new members of the family. I thought it was out, but they drew me back in. It's like Godfather 3. TFSM 37, Daystar, Lyric, Goffs, and Reggie.
Yeah, good job to all those players getting signed up. Now you can sign up for the Player Connect app,
Yes.
Which is super nice. Use that same exact login that you use to make your PGL.world account, and you can play the e-tip boards for this week. But we got a winner on the large M.
Jama Fit 529 at Pappy's of Andover, looking for that hat trick. We are past that jackpot here on the hump game, but can they get a triple hump camel game? I don't know. They're trying to make it happen right here.
Oh, definitely looks like they're in line to be able to do so, but there's a lot of players 2 balls away. But now 1 ball away, and it's going out to a lucky player.
Not lucky. Over at Corner Bar and Goodhue, big time player.
Oh, yeah, spoiling Jama's hat trick that he was trying to do.
Yes.
But I was talking about the e-tip boards, and for this week, you got to do them a little bit earlier than you normally would.
Yep.
Usually you'd have the whole week, but this week you only have up until Thursday to be able to fill out those squares. Thursday, December 9th. Points are awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Play for free in the Player Connect app and earn PGL points for Season X if you win. All you got to do is launch that app and select SportsLink, and we actually had our producer get the win on those e-tip boards last week, and the producer for the show is Jordana, and she was able to take home 2,000 PGL points last week.
Yeah, she was. Thanks for being on the broadcast with us here, Jordana. And when I checked in on the e-tip boards earlier today, she had not picked out her 5 squares yet.
Oh,
So
maybe she's playing the waiting game.
maybe he's trying to see where everyone else selects and then in for the kill.
Yeah, well, that's what she last 2 weeks ago and this week has been able to get wins.
Yeah, no, she's on a hot streak, that is for sure. But we'll see where that all goes. All of those points add up to help you try to get into this top 10 in the PGL. Of course, it's back-to-back-to-back PGL nights. Tuesday night, Megasota game night tuxedo special. Wednesday night, it's a Wild Wednesday coming from the Ice Studios. And then we got Vikings game day coming to you Thursday night because our Vikings take on those Steelers. So it's going to be super interesting on who comes out in these PGL standings this week.
Oh, yeah, in 10th place, we got Gramps at Gino's Bar and Grill with 1,025,000 points. With 1,034,000 points in 9th place, we got Drumski at Mettler's Bar and Restaurant. In 8th place, a player that Jordana already said she's watching out for, it's Wet Santa over at Duffy's Bar and Grill with 1,083,000 points. With 1,254,000 points in 7th place, we got Nixon at VFW Roseville. 6th place, it's Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,272,000 points. With 1,524,000 points in 5th place, we got a favorite pilot player under the sea. It's SpongeBob at Eagle St. James. 4th place is a big-time player Forget You, D at VFW Austin with 1,533,000 points. With 1,565,000 points in 3rd place, we got Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill. 2nd place, it's T-Max 750 at Howie's Corner Bar with 1,543,000 points. But that number 1 player is devoided at the roadside, closing in on the 2 million point club with 1,975,000 points.
Well, I'll tell you what, those points are tight between 5th and 3rd place. They're all super tight together. It could be anyone's game there. 7th and 6th, super tight as well. And then you got some tight locations over here on the location side of things.
Oh, well, that's for sure. I mean, races all across the board.
Absolutely. Danny's dugout in Sauk Rapids falling out of our top 10. Who jumps in? In 10th place, it's VFW Austin. Of course, star-studded cast over there, 3,911,000 points. Then we jump into the 4 million point club with 4,066,000 points. Over in Mankato, it's Underground Bar and Grill in 9th place. 8th place, Root River Saloon in Lanesboro, 4,178,000 points. With 4,490,000 points over in St. Cloud, it's Howie's Sports Bar and Grill in 7th place. 6th place is Neeson's Gaylord with 4,841,000 points. With 4,953,000 points over in St. Cloud, it's Moose Lodge Wake Park in 5th place. They fell back 1 spot. Fourth place, we jump into the 5 million point club. They also fell back one spot from third to fourth. It's Cabin Bar in Nicolette with 5,117,000 points. With 5,278,000 points coming up from fifth all the way to third, it's Beck's Pub in Becker. In second place, we've got VFW Northfield with 5,542,000 points, but with 5,770,000 points over in Effie, it's Neighborhood Tavern. That's our #1 location in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, good job, Neighborhood Tavern. Really dominated these standings, but we got a line prize going out to Jama 529 over at Pappy's of Andover, taking that $9 line prize. And now we'll see if Jama can get the large M in back-to-back games as well as already getting back-to-back games on the line prize.
Yeah, got the hat trick finish, just didn't do it in the same game. Now maybe they can try to do it in the same game here. But 3 out of the last 4 wins. Speaking of getting 3 out of the last 4 wins, we've got a hockey team that's got a hot streak.
Yeah, 6 straight wins after winning a 4-3 shootout against the Toronto Maple Leafs at XL Energy Center on Saturday. Mark Zirkalo scored in the second period in the shootout. Joel Eriksson Ek had 2 assists, and Cam Delpit made 39 saves for Minnesota, which has them on a 7-game point streak, making them 6-0 and 1 tie.
Yeah, in the last 7 games, that's not bad. Well, tonight they're going to take on those Oilers at 8 p.m., so you're going to want to be on the lookout for that. It's going to be in kind of the later part. They're going to have that, that game starting during Minnesota game night.
Oh, yeah, and should be one of the biggest games of our entire season, as the Oilers, I think, #2 in their conference, us #1 in our division, and should be a matchup of some really good hockey teams.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one for sure, but if you want to send some extra luck over there, play a little bit of that ETAB game we partnered up with them for. Let's Go Wild. It's at all the favorite Minnesota bars.
We got Smokes over at Riverside, Stone, and Tavern taking home that large M.
Too much smoke. We got Mama over there at VFW North St. Paul getting that $14 coverall. Must go. That means that jackpot's going to continue to grow and roll to game number 7, lucky game 7.
Yeah, already game number 7. As we get roll into this game number 7, we got a little bit of a fishing report. This is by Mississippi St. Croix by the Outdoors Weekly on December 4th. Walleye bite slowing down. Numbers still high, but size is down. Walleye are on jigging wraps, plastics, minnows, and crankbaits. Saugers, there's a decent bite. Channel cat slowed, flathead slowed, crappies slowed, smallmouths also slowed. White bass very active, especially smaller than 11-inch fish. Sturgeon are very active though, so definitely some good fishing still out there, but a lot of those other fishes are slowing down.
Yeah, it's that time of year, so you're going to see that. But just a reminder that whether you catch a nice fish or you're out there playing Pilot Games, send those pictures to us, or you could just hashtag Pilot Games. You see it right over there on the broadcaster, and we put your picture just like we did right there. And we like showing you guys off. So if you just hashtag Pilot Games on your post, you just do it on your socials, we'll find it, we'll put it on the broadcaster, and we'll show you off. Or you can message that to us on the messenger on Facebook, or you can email it to us at jackpots@pilotgames.com. We love to see your pictures. If you got that jackpot message, or you're just out there playing with your friends, just take a picture and send it on over to us.
Oh yeah, but let's talk about some Vikings news. The Pittsburgh Steelers walked out of Heinz Field in Week 13 with an impressive win over the Baltimore Ravens, but the sportsbooks don't believe that continues. The Steelers open as a 4-point underdog to the Minnesota Vikings on Thursday night. Pittsburgh will travel to Minnesota on a short week and face a Vikings team that just handed Detroit their first win of the season. Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger joked after the game, saying he usually doesn't practice on Thursdays, but now he'll be playing. So,
absolutely, yeah.
Looks to be some good stuff for us. I mean, just remember that the one tie that the Lions have is to the Steelers as well. So both teams played some really close games with the Detroit Lions, but I think we're the better team as a whole compared to the Steelers.
Yeah, and I think the Steelers this last week got a little bit of bump. Roethlisberger announcing that he is retiring after the season.
Yes.
And I felt like that gave him a one-game bump. And we'll see where that all leads. But, here's the thing.
And you're playing against your rivals. I mean, I feel like whenever you get those in-rivalry games, like Vikings-Lions, Vikings-Bears, Vikings-Packers, any of those games, the bad team plays always a little bit closer to the good team.
And here's the thing that doesn't tell you in the record of the 110-1 Lions, okay, is that they played a field goal. It was a field goal from like set the NFL record for longest field goal with the Ravens this year.
Yes.
All right. With the Steelers, they got a tie. They lost one to us. They've won one with us. So the Lions, not as great an indicator of, you're playing bad football as you might think.
Oh yeah, no. If you're playing a close game with the Jets, you probably should be more concerned than you are playing a close game with the Lions, because they just play with their hearts out every single week. Yeah, they're really. I really enjoy how Dan Campbell's got those Detroit Lions playing, making it some really fun football over there in Detroit.
I feel like, the players make mistakes, the coaches make coaching errors, but they just, both the coaches and the players leave it hanging out there. So it's a bad loss for us. I don't like the loss, but still, I don't think it means that we're going to lose the Steelers. I think we're going to get the win tomorrow night.
Very much agree. But we got Lizzie over at Uptown Tavern taking that line prize. But the over-under coming into the game is 49 points. And Ben made the prediction that it's both the Vikings have been a little bit of a dysfunctional offense throughout the last few weeks. And without Dalvin Cook, how does our offense completely look? And Adam Thielen left the game last week with a little bit of a sore ankle, and so is he going to be playing during this week against the Vikings? You got to find out all that kind of information. So he bet the under on the game, saying that obviously you don't think the Steelers are going to be a high-scoring offense, especially with Big Ben back there. They just haven't been able to put up that kind of scoring output. And we just don't have, we have a lot of unsurety on our offense. And so he said the under's the better bet. I said the over, actually, because I expect both teams to be playing some really good football. We don't have the pass rushers that we did earlier on in the season. And so Ben Roethlisberger might be able to stand tall in the pocket, dink and dunk down the field, pass it off to some of those talented wide receivers that he has, keep it a high-scoring game. And I said, I'm going to take the over.
The Steelers' offensive line was playing well against those Ravens, opening up nice holes. Najee Harris was moving the ball. That does eat up some clock, but their offense didn't look as bad as before. I made a prediction yesterday on air. I can't remember if it was the over or the under that I did when I did it.
If you win against Ben, then he took the under.
Okay, so I probably took the over because we did.
We both took the over. But we got Craig and Tweeter both splitting that large M. Craig's at the poorhouse of Clark's, and Tweeter is at Elise Bar and Grill. Yeah, good job to both those winners.
And then we got Snowman over at Moen's Bar in New Ulm getting that $16 cover-all must go. That means that jackpot's growing and rolling to game number 8. And that's where we're getting into just 3 more chances. You can play up to 36 cards around. It's just 25 cents a card, guys. But we got just 3 more chances during this lunchtime.
Oh, yeah, but play Vikings Victory, one of our favorite ETAB games. If you enjoy this Vikings bingo, definitely check out Vikings Victory. It's got all the fun Vikings themed stuff that you definitely want to see. So check it out. It's at all of your favorite iPads right now.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the Jackpot Hunter $1 card edition that happens every day from 4 to 6 is super fun, and our standings have been nothing less. We got ties galore happening all over the place.
Yeah, we do. And starting off in 9th place, we have a 4-way tie. Michelob at Neeson Gaylord, Bobo at Corner Bar and Good, You Player at Broadway Pizza Maple Grove, and Joni at Bleachers. They all have 20,000 points. 8th place, it's Jim Rocks at American Legion Stillwater with 21,000 points. With 22,000 points, we have a 2-way tie. In 6th place, it's Lula Finn at American Legion Shakopee, and Pee Wee at TJ's On and Off Sale. 5th place, we hop into the 25,000 point club because it's Curtis J at Country Lounge. Lounge with 27,000 points. With 30,000 points in fourth place, we got one away at American Legion Rice. Third place, it's Wolstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 32,000 points. With 33,000 points in second place, we got Bull at Corner Bar Goodhue. But then that number one player is in the 50,000 point club, and it's Yags 370 at House of Pizza in Sartell with exactly 50,000 points.
Wolfstein getting really close to tying it up in second place with Bowl. We'll see if he can get that done tonight. Well, on the location side of things, we did get a tie up in 10th place. Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale jumping back into the standings, tying it up with Who Knocked Him Out, Heidi's Bar in Sedan, both with 40,000 points. In 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord with 41,000 points. With 42,000 points, it's Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley in 8th place. Going to jump out of the 40,000 point club into the 50,000 point club. 7th place, we got American Legion Shakopee with 53,000 points. But with 54,000 points over at Coon Rapids, it's Carboni's Pizzeria CR Billiards Season 8 champions in 6th place. In 5th place, we got American Legion Rice with 68,000 points. With 69,000 points over in Coon Rapids, it's Pappy's Cafe in 4th place. 3rd place, it's the reigning champions, Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points over in Goodhue, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue in 2nd place. Then we jump out of the 50,000 point club into the 75,000 point club with our number one location, Country Lounge in St. Paul with 80,000 points.
Ooh, good job, Country Lounge, with an 8,000 point lead right now in these standings. We'll see if they can keep a hold of it in this final month of the season. Yep. But we got some celebrity birthdays that we got to go over. Born in 1915, we got Eli Walsh, actor in The Magnificent Seven, The Misfits, and People Next Door.
Yeah, in 1923, Ted Knight, actor that was on the Mary Tyler Moore show. Ted Baxter's who he played on that show. He's also in Too Close for Comfort.
Oh, yeah, definitely a great actor right there. Born in 1932, we got Ellen Burstyn, actress in The Exorcist and Alice Doesn't Live Here.
Oh, sounds like scary movies. In 1942, you got Harry Chapin, folk rock singer, songwriter, did Taxi, Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon, Mr. Tanner.
And the Man on the Moon.
That's right.
That's a good one. I that's the only one of the songs that I know of his songs, but definitely that one song is definitely super iconic to me. Yeah. You got Tim J over at Gleiner's Pub taking that line prize. Now we're working on this large M. But next celebrity birthday, born in 1947, we got Johnny Bench, Hall of Fame MLB catcher.
Yeah, he was part of that big red machine with the Cincinnati Reds, big time catcher for them, that is for sure. They got another big time athlete born just a few years later in 1956. It's Larry Bird, NBA Hall of Fame forward. He's also a coach and executive, 3-time NBA champion, 12-time NBA All-Star, just one of those Mount Rushmore basketball players.
Oh yeah, and there's not many players that you say you take from old time and just be able to drop them in today's time, and not only are they just as good, but actually get better coming into this time. I think Larry Bird actually is one of those players.
He's definitely one of those kind of players. He's 6'9", could shoot, could move the ball, had great court vision.
Was perfect for today's positionless basketball.
Absolutely.
But yeah, did you talk about Nobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue taking home that large M of $9, giving us a beautiful run up to this $4,000 jackpot.
You don't see many of those.
Yeah, Craig already 6 balls away. But next celebrity birthday, born in 1958, you got Ed Hall, TV announcer, did Jay Leno's The Tonight Show.
That's a good gig.
Yeah, that seems like awesome.
Yeah. Born in 1958, the same year, same day, it's ravishing Rick Rude, the professional wrestler. He was born in St. Peter, Minnesota.
Oh, that's awesome. A nice little Minnesota native, ravishing Rick Rude. That's awesome.
It's a great name. I'd have to see a picture.
He better be a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he's got to be with ravishing.
Or just very ugly.
Yeah, you got to be one or the other.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, one of the two. Next, born in 1966, you got C. Thomas Howell, actor in Red Dawn, Tank, and Soul Man.
Yeah, big time actor there. Born in 1973, you got Terrell Owens, NFL Hall of Fame wide receiver, 5-time first team All-Pro, 3-time NFL receiving TD leader.
Oh yeah, you got Bobo over at Corner Bar in Goodhue, splitting that with Dago 11. At Polar Lounge in North St. Paul. And then you got Bobo at Corner Bar and Goodhue. Corner Bar and Goodhue dominating off the back of Bobo, who's gotten so many wins during this game.
Big time moves out there. Yeah, Terrell Owens, just one of those, again, one of the greatest receivers of all time.
Oh, yeah. Like, you talk about build a wide receiver.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think he's in the argument of greatest wide receiver of all time, just due to the fact that he didn't play enough seasons due to all of his personality issues and stuff like that. But if you're talking about just like build your wide receiver, you probably got two options that you go through.
Yeah.
And that's Calvin Johnson and Terrell Owens. Those are the only two that are the correct answers for your build your wide receiver. And those guys just freaks of nature.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But last and final celebrity birthday on our list, born in 1976, we got Alan
Faneca,
NFL O-lineman.
Yeah, great for the Steelers, just a road grader.
Oh, I mean, when you're one of those iconic Steelers linemen, I mean, that's super cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like if there's any place where it's cool to be an offensive lineman, it's like Steelers and 49ers.
Oh, yeah. And then I would say those old Redskin O-lines that were the Hogs. You know, they were as John Riggins was running the ball, and they were called the Hogs up front. Like, those guys are pretty cool, too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. There's definitely times where it's really cool to be certain teams' linemen.
Yeah.
But I feel like at all times throughout, like, the entire history of the franchise, Steelers, 49ers, sweet to be their offensive lineman.
Yeah, nice offensive lineman throughout all those years. Yeah, for sure. Well,
I would probably throw Cowboys in there as well, but it's just like I hate the Cowboys, so... But being a Cowboys offensive lineman,
they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're always pretty sweet.
Yeah. They look so bad in that blue and silver. They just look
gross. Yeah. But we got our Timberwolves who haven't looked gross, even though they took a loss on their chin just last game. Hawks won 121 to the Wolves 110, but the Wolves can't overcome lackluster defense in a battle between two teams dealing with several injuries. Atlanta's depth ultimately won out. It's clear that the Wolves do not have a huge margin for error, and the absence of D'Angelo Russell, Patrick Beverly in particular, were killers against the young Trae Young.
Well, they hit 25 3-pointers in that game, and it's just really hard to beat a team that's hitting that many 3-pointers.
Oh, yeah. But if anything I learned from the Patriots win yesterday is that you can win, however, as long as you win. I mean, they only threw 3 passes the entire game and still won it.
I know it. What do you know about, hey, you got to play 50-50 ball, like you got to have your run and your pass be equal, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you lean more towards the pass than the run in today's NFL and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And then Patriots go, no, we just won't even pass the ball.
We're just going to play 1940s football.
Exactly. We'll just get it done. Right?
Yeah, hey, it worked out for them, and they got the win over the Bills. And so I'm just like, okay, well, it doesn't matter. Maybe you can let a team score 23 3-pointers as long as you are the most dominant post player. I don't know. I don't know how to think anymore. But
I don't know. I'll tell you this, not to go immediately back over to football again, but what happened with the linebackers in the NFL, where you had a $10 line, $10 large M, and a $4,189 jackpot, is that the NFL had to get their linebackers smaller and faster.
Yeah, to guard the tight ends of today.
Yeah, the tight ends and those oversized wide receivers were causing problems.
And even running backs.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they got smaller. Well, guess what that makes them tougher to handle is a heavy run game.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Well, we got a line prize going out to DeGaulle over at Polar Lounge, taking home that $10 line prize. But, yeah, I think you're completely right. That's why Derrick Henry is the player that he is because he's just so much bigger than the linebackers, even though he was the average linebacker size. Like him and Ray Lewis, there's not much of a big difference between him, Ray Lewis, Patrick, I'm trying to think of the old 49ers.
Yeah, Surtain?
No, not Patrick Surtain.
I'm sorry, I'm going... I know you're talking about. Yeah.
But he was a big linebacker. But there was a lot of guys that were really ready to stop that run game. Game changes. Now they've shrunk, and these guys are able to take advantage of it by having really dominant run games. He retired really early too. 49ers. Because, yeah, it's going to kill me if I don't know who this linebacker is.
Patrick Willis.
That's who it is.
Yeah.
Easy, Patrick Willis, one of the great linebackers of the generation.
Yes.
But let's talk about the Twiking Zone one more time.
Yeah, in 10th place, we got Kicking over at Bleachers with 142,000 points, with 166,000 points. Over at the VFW North St. Paul, it's Joni in 9th place. In 8th place, it's Puts at Red Fox Tavern with 185,000 points, with 203,000 points. Over at the VFW Spring Lake Park, it's Loser Dave in 7th place. 6th place, we got the reigning champion Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon with 219,000 points. With 224,000 points over at American Legion Fridley, it's Scrub Eye in 5th place. 4th place, Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 254,000 points. Only 2,000 points behind now with 256,000 points at the Shortstop Tavern, SNS in 3rd place. In 2nd place, it's Lucky Tim at American Legion Shakopee with 269,000 points, but our number one player in the state of Minnesota. We saw him get a win earlier today. In 1st place, Not Lucky at Corner Bar Goodhue with 335,000 points.
We got a large M and coverall winner. We'll see. I wasn't 100% sure where that ball count. It was at 60 balls. So it's a $10 large M, $15 coverall. Coverall going out to Loser Dave at VFW Spring Lake Park. And Loser Dave split that with Not Lucky. Just Not Lucky over at Corner Barn Goodhue, that large M of $10. But 2 wins going to Loser Dave.
Yeah, Loser Dave getting that $15 coverall as well. So big time wins.
But let's talk about these locations that have been getting some big time wins during these games. In 10th place, we got Hog's Breath Bar and Restaurant in Little Canada, 224,000 points. 9th place, Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent with 255,000 points. Then over there in Oakdale, we got Titan Sports Saloon in 8th place with 273,000 points. With 283,000 points. In 7th place, we got Lakefront Bar in La Center. 6th place in that 300,000 point club, we got American Legion Fridley with 375,000 points. With 393,000 points. In 5th place, we got Maple View Lounge 2. Now let's hop into the 400,000 point club, because in 4th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, with 403,000 points. With 427,000 points. In 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. Now let's skip the 500,000 point club and get right into the 600,000 point club, because in 2nd place, we got Corner Bar and Goodhue with 637,000 points. With 643,000 points. In 1st place, it's VFW Spring Lake Park, but we've watched those 2 locations just get wins after wins during these games, and we're seeing who can get more wins to see if that shakes up these standings once again.
Yeah, for sure. But we're gonna do the town.
Yeah. I'll try to say it
Okay,
correctly.
mispronunciation. It's common mispronounced.
Yes, the hardest pronounced Minnesota name, one of the hardest, Matomdai.
Matomdai?
Matomdai.
So the common mispronounce is Matomidai. So you're kind of close to that.
Okay, yeah.
The actual pronunciation is Madomidai. Madomidai.
Madomidai.
Yeah. No mats to toes involved.
Okay. Madomidai.
Madomidai.
Okay. Well, good.
You weren't that far off.
Good to know. I feel like that's not the worst one, even though it looks really hard to pronounce. I feel like that's not the worst one that I've ever done. Good job.
That's one of those names that when they pop up on the screen, like I avoid looking at the screen. I look down at the script or whatever until you say it.
Madomidai. No, there's other ones though that really mess me up. Like that one, I get. Like I'm like, oh, that's easily I could tell that's a hard to pronounce Minnesota name.
Right.
But there's ones that come on this list that you're like, oh, I would never struggle with that one. I mean,
right. We've said some of them like for a long time.
Yeah, and I just was super confident about it all, and then it's like, oh no, actually,
Like Faribault.
Yes. How it's completely different. But we need to keep on going as we just have 30 seconds to get enrolled in this final game of Vikings Bingo. Since it's already game number 10. But let's hop into these Jackpot Hunter standings, the games that we're going to be playing from 4 all the way till 6 o'clock today.
Yeah, in 9th place, we got a 4-way tie between Michelob at Neeson's Gaylord, Bobo at Corner Bar Goodhue, Short Bus at Broadway Pizza, Maple Grove, and Joni and Bleachers. They all got 20,000 points. Then all by himself in 8th place is Jim Rocks at American Legion Stillwater, 21,000 points. Then a 2-way tie with 22,000 points. It's Lula Finn at American Legion Shakopee and Pee Wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale in 6th place. Then we jump at the 25,000 point club with 5th place Curtis J at Country Lounge with 27,000 points. With 30,000 points over at American Legion Rice, it's 1 away in 4th place. 3rd place, it's Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 32,000 points. With 33,000 points at Corner Bar and Goodhue, it's Bowl in 2nd place. And in 1st place, it's Yaks 370 at House of Pizza and Sartell with 50,000 points.
And we got Steve over at our place on 3rd taking that win home. But we got some locations that have been playing really good. 10th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale and Heidi's Bar in Seaton. They're both in the 25,000 point club. 9th place, Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place, Municipal Liquor Store Akeley. Now let's hop into the 50,000 point club. We got 7th place, American Legion Shakopee. 6th place, Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids. 5th place, it's American Legion Rice. 4th place, Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. 3rd place, it's Riverboat Depot in Sartell. 2nd place, Corner Bar in Goodhue. And then that number 1 location is in the 75,000 point club, and that's Country Lounge in St. Paul.
In this day in history, on December 7th, 1989, the boxer Sugar Ray Leonard triumphs over the lackluster Roberto Duran in a unanimous 12-round decision at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas. Leonard became a sensation in the boxing world during the 1980s, providing a superstar presence that boxing lacked after Muhammad Ali's retirement in 1981. After a successful amateur career, Leonard earned real notice when he won a gold medal in the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal. 3 years later, he won the World Boxing Council WBC welterweight title over Wilfred Benitez.
And you're a big Sugar Ray guy.
Oh yeah, love Sugar Ray.
Yeah,
those fights were great.
Oh,
those fights with Roberto Duran, loved them.
Oh yeah, but let's talk about
No mas.
We got some really great charity spotlights that we got to go over, and this one is a great one for this week, as it's the Governor's Performing Arts Association M. Peters. The Governor's Drum and Bugle Corps is a competitive performing arts organization from St. Peters, Minnesota. The Corps has been entertaining crowds across the country since 1927 as the oldest continuously competing drum and bugle corps in North America.
That's amazing. St. Peter, of course, the home of ravishing Rick Rude. We got the Governor's Performing Arts Association, M. Peters. If you want to support those guys, you just go over to Patrick's on 3rd, and you can play some pilot games.
Well, I guess St. Peters knows how to put on a show.
That's right.
Yeah, they install it into their kids so to become, guys like ravishing Rick Rude. But we got TP wins over at Olives Roadhouse in Rogers, or it's Clives. I think it's Clives.
Yeah.
Roadhouse in Rogers. And then we got a final winner.
Scrub Eye over at VFW Blaine. It's good to see you, Scrub Eye. And it's been a fun show. A lot of big time players getting after stuff.
Definitely waiting to see where the location side of these standings end up getting moved on to, and where does Bobo end up after such a big
huge day.
Yeah, huge day. We're gonna be watching out, but play a little bit of this game of Jackpot 125-cent edition, only 25 cents a card, and you probably are gonna win one of these minors during this 1 to 4 time. But
remember, when you play pilot games, your community wins.
See you guys. Lead, and yes. I mean, first player to ever get into the 50,000 point club last season. Now has done it once again.
Do you think that Jackpot Hunter trophy will ever leave the Yags house? It was a co-champion household. In season 8, season 9. Yags won it. Yep. Now we're in season X or season 10, and it looks like Yags going to take it home. I don't know what I can see season 11, in the front window of the car, but I don't know if anything's going to change.
Oh, it may stay the same. It's kind of like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. You just expect it to happen.
Right.
But let's talk about these location standings. In 10th place, we got Heidi's Bar in Seaton with 40,000 points. With 41,000 points in 9th place, we got Neeson's Gaylord. 8th place, Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 42,000 points. Now let's head on to Coon Rapids, because in 6th place we have a two-way tie. Well, Coon Rapids and Shakopee, because it's a two-way tie in 6th place. It's Carboni's beats CR Billiards in Coon Rapids and American Legion Shakopee, both with 53,000 points. With 68,000 points in 5th place, we got American Legion Rice with 69,000 points, just 1,000 points separating these two locations. In 4th place, we got Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids. In 3rd place, we got the Riverboat Depot in Sartell with 70,000 points. With 72,000 points, really closing in on that 75,000 point club. In 2nd place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue, number 1 in the Twiking Zone, number 2 in the Jackpot Hunter standings.
They're crushing it this season.
Yeah, but that number 1 location has definitely been crushing it with 80,000 points. It's Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yeah, it's been a super great season. You're going to want to be here for the finish, because we're giving out a boatload of cash this week, hopefully, in that happy hour from 4 to 6 each day in that Jackpot Hunter.
there it is.
53 balls.
Hey guys, and the best thing about this thing that you guys are doing, Pilot Games, is that every time you play Pilot Games, your community wins, because every time you're playing, a little bit of the money that you are putting into the game is going to your community.
Yeah, absolutely. And this, we love spotlighting these charities. They're doing great work out in your communities each and every week. And with this week, we spotlighted American Legion Post 167 Wilmar.
Oh yeah, the Austin F. Hanscom Post 167 serves the Wilmar community, area service members, and veterans. They are a veteran service organization committed to mentoring youth and sponsorship of wholesome programs in the community, advocating patriotism and honor, promoting strong national security, and continued devotion to their fellow service members and veterans.
Well, and if you want to support that American Legion Post 167 Wilmar, just go over to American Legion Wilmar. That's the best place to support it at. You can play some Pilot Games, and it's going to go directly back to help that charity.
And one last time, when you play Pilot, remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
Good luck.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
Saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day.
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts.
Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience. Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.